Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Marilyn Michelle, and this is my channel. It's called One Honest Life. And I just feel like I needed to finally talk about things that I've been through. And I feel like other people go through the same thing, but they don't talk about it, especially as a single woman that does everything on her own and tries her hardest to do best by people, but it doesn't always go well. So I have decided to do a 90-day challenge for myself, which basically is going to involve me changing a lot of things about myself, including workouts and my health, my mental state, friendships, associations, just a lot of things I've been through that I feel like has changed me in a way that I don't have any other option but to do better for myself or do worse. But I've always been a person where I just want to do better for myself. And in so many different ways, I have had challenges that have put me in a predicament to where I either had to fight or flight, and I chose to fight. And I want to share my experience, with everybody that I feel like could benefit from it. I guess I should tell you a little background about myself. I've already told you I'm single, a single woman, and I've also in my 30s, early 30s, and I just bought a house a couple years ago. And I've been doing a lot of things on my own, actually, in the house. I've been doing some renovations, and I actually want to take you along in that as well because I'm pretty, I guess you say I'm pretty interesting. Um, I like doing things that challenge me. I kind of get bored doing things the same way or making decisions that the average person makes because I noticed in my life, I guess I should say in my family or people that I've experienced in my life that I had around me, I've always been different. Like I've always noticed that the decisions I've made and choices and the way I've kind of went about my life has always been different than what I've seen. And it has shown in my life by the things I have progressively acquired over my short time of being on this earth. And so I just really want to start off by doing this challenge, and I want to take you guys along with me on the challenge because I feel like this will be a way of you guys getting to know me and seeing how far I can go and do better for myself and help others to encourage them. If this can help somebody else, I would love this to be the situation. Because right now I've been noticing also in my life that I have never really had people that, even though they see me do better, they don't always do better. They make choices and do things that it disappoints me because I know they can do better for themselves. So I'm hoping that maybe someone out there that I'm talking to or hear this video helps them, because it does get discouraging. It really does, trying to be a person that wants to help, but it never really gets to the people I feel like it needs to get to. And I feel like maybe this could help that situation. But anyways, back to things that actually are encouraging and positive, which is what I'm actually making this channel for as well. I want to be encouraging to others and myself, and I'm actually trying to learn new hobbies and new interests because I'm just that person. But I love art. I love doing things that makes me think outside the box. I get bored pretty easy. Matter of fact, I'm actually a truck driver, and I've been a truck driver for about 6 years now, and it's been interesting, to say the least. It's been interesting. I have some stories if you want to hear them. I can tell you a lot of stories that has happened to me, and actually, as a matter of fact, I can actually share it, follow, and make some videos that help you to follow along on some of my days that I'm out. Because I'm actually a local truck driver right now, so I come home every day, but sometimes it don't feel like I come home every day. So we're gonna talk about that right now. We're not gonna talk about that right now. But yeah, that's also kind of why I want to make a challenge for myself, because I need to get out of the monotony of coming home, going to work, coming home, going to work. This feels like all I do. And then sometimes I don't feel like I go home. It feels like I don't even know how to I don't even know how to explain it. I just know it's not always, I just can't even explain it right now. But I can show you how some days where I've had some experiences. I can even tell you some stories. Like, I have stories, okay? Done about a lot of different stories. Even in this last situation of this company I've been working for. Ooh, child. But yeah. I like to do art. I find myself doing a lot of that too, because even this background, if you can see back here behind me, that's something I did. I actually created my own gym, because that's actually what I'll be using when I start this challenge for my workouts and everything, is this actual area in this room. So, and if you'd like to get a tour of it, I can give you a tour if you like that. Just let me know. And also I can tell you how much everything costs, because it was not a lot. People might think it was a lot. It was not. I am not. That's another thing. I am not one of those people that spend all that money. Okay. I like nice stuff, but I'm not gonna spend the money for that stuff. Okay. You're not doing that. So I get, that's also a thing that happens to me a lot too, though. I think that people misconstrue the fact that I have nicer stuff, that I paid a lot for it. Yeah, I don't do that. Yeah, no, I don't do that. Um, but I find myself, I'm pretty savvy on finding things on deals, because I'm pretty patient as well. When it comes to that, I don't always. The only thing there's a few things I will pay for that. Everybody got that little one thing they'll pay for that you're supposed to pay all the money for, but you do it anyway. But anyways, other than that, majority of stuff that I pay for is pretty affordable. Even my house, I can tell you a story about that, how I got my house and everything. And if you'd like to know more about that and the whole process, because it was a process, it really was. But it really wasn't as bad as I thought, especially being my age, and by myself. That was another thing that made me proud of myself, is that fact that I did get it by myself, because that's not a thing that happens too often. That from my experience of people around me. So I was kind of like the first person that I ever met in my age group that actually did it on their own. So I was kind of proud of myself for that. So if you would like to know more about that, just let me know. And I can give you more detail about that. Also, during a challenge, I've also made choices. And if, like I said, somebody else want to do it along with me, they can add things to it too as well. But for me, it's more of, I want to be more disciplined on things that I do every day and have my routines in place to make myself feel like I'm more productive. Because right now I have times when I say on the weekends, I'm so tired, I don't do nothing. Okay, nothing. And it actually makes me feel worse sometimes when I go back to work on the Monday, following Monday, and I kind of be upset with myself a little bit, because I could have done something and I didn't do it because I felt like I just wanted to sleep. Okay, that's also a thing for me. I'm probably at a point where soon enough I'm retiring truck driver. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm tired of it. But in comparison to other jobs I've had, I've been in the medical field. I was there in the medical field. There are all types of things for about 10 years altogether. And the pay does not go with what they expect you to do. I tell you that. And I haven't had a high pay rate before, but when I say what's the saying? All money is not good money. Yeah, all money is not good money. Okay. So I had this little dream when I first started driving trucks that, I could be free and get paid to just drive, because I love driving, I love traveling. But child, that was not what it was. Okay. No, no. It was not it, but it did pay the bills much better than a lot of jobs I've had. It actually, that's how I got the house. I was able to be responsible enough in a longer period of time to be able to buy this house with this job. But thereafter, yeah, no. So this is why I chose to to name this channel One Honest Life, because I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm not gonna be that person to butter things up, because I've had some struggles. I did. Last year I got sick, and that was a whole situation. I didn't really have help. That was a thing. And I know there's other people have had situations similar, because I don't have support from friends and family like some people have, unfortunately. But it never stops me from being who I am. But it has been discouraging in a sense when I came to that reality of how deep and how far it was when it came to that, not having that. That was a real thing. Child. Yeah, no. But either way I go, I got through it and I conquered it. Still conquering a little bit of it, honestly, but I'm much better than I was, and that's what I'm thankful for. I want to be definitely grateful for it and show my appreciation by doing better, making better choices, doing things that are beneficial to myself as well as other people. Um, because right now I feel like I'm not doing much of anything other than just working. And that was the thing. I had got into a survival mode, and I'm trying to get out of it, right? It's been a struggle, but at the end of the day, I am trying to keep going forward, because my whole thing is about progression, uh, doing better, learning. I'm always a person that love to learn. I love to learn new things. I love trying new things. I love to be a person that helps other people, but I'm now getting to a point where I was like, I gotta help myself first, right? You really can't help nobody else until you help yourself first, too, right? It's like that little saying about the being on the airplane and get the oxygen. You gotta put on yourself first. Well, for a long time, I had put it on other people first, and now I'm sitting here suffocating and dying. And guess who's not helping me right now? Other people. Yeah. It's a real thing, but I'm starting to learn better. I'm doing better. They say, well, you know better, you do better, right? So I'm trying. It's a battle, but I'm really hoping that when I start this channel and get it to where people see that you are going to struggle every day, yes. And as a woman that's single and trying to do her best for herself and take care of herself and not just be out here trying to be lazy and not want to do anything for herself, that's a thing. That's a real thing. And there's a challenge. It's definitely challenges to it, but I do plan on retiring soon, fully retiring. Like, people think I'm playing. I think I have. I have told people that I'm retiring. They be thinking I have actually had people ask me how old I was, because I said I was basically talking about retirement, and they were like, "Wait, how old are you again? Because you look like you're that old." I said, "How old I look?" And they be just trying to guess, and then they say, "Okay, you know what you talk about." Retirement, so you got to be really pretty old, right? Like maybe in your 40s or something, at least, right? I was like, yeah, no. I'm at a point where I'm tired, and so that's kind of why I've just made decisions to where it's gonna put me in the place to be able to retire, because I don't want to work for the rest of my life. I really don't. That's also why I chose to buy a house where I bought it, because I could also go into details about that and how the decision I made in the area I chose to buy in was much cheaper and more affordable based on the demographics, and unfortunately, but it also the area itself being more rural. Like this is definitely a rural area, and I don't mind rural though, because I like being by myself. I actually had people asking me like, "You're not scared to be there by yourself?" And I'm just like, "You're not scared of the two-leg people?" Because that's what I'm scared of. Like, fours, I can kind of finesse that, but them twos, you're gonna have to explain yourself a little bit if something happened with that, right? So, but now I really never had any issues with being by myself, and I've always been a pretty much introvert. I like people, but just maybe one or two people at a time. I'm not really into all these groups and everything. So solitude is more my speed anyway. So yeah, I bought a house in a rural area. Like I said, I can go into more details about that if somebody wants to actually know about that. Um, but I'm hoping to pay it off hopefully in the next couple of years, being honest with you, because I don't see myself driving that much longer. It is so exhausting to drive a truck. Like, people that just don't understand how exhausting mentally, emotionally, and physically, it's a combination of things. Every single day, it's always something. You meet the same type of drivers over and over again on the road. Like, even the other truck drivers, okay? You would not think other truck drivers would be that much of a butthole to another truck driver. Well, guess what? They are. They are. Yeah, it's a thing. I am at a point. It's unbelievable for me to see it. And I'm driving a truck every day. I literally see it every day. I'm like, there is no way. There is absolutely no way. But guess what? It is. So it is ridiculous. Yeah. But anyways, so but yeah, I'm gonna just take you guys on a journey with me of me this the next 90 days of uh doing better for myself, disciplining myself, trying to stay focused. Now, I will tell you, I'm going to update you guys maybe once a week on how everything going. I'm going to be very honest, right? I have also gave myself some leeway, right? Being realistic. Like, I can't skip over 2 days in 1 week, okay? And if I do, I have to start over, okay? That's what I have told myself. But I feel like realistically, 2 days should get me to where I don't have to start over. So that's only like it's only like 5 days, really. It's like it should not be that bad. I should just make sure I wake up and do, because I'm an early morning person. Like, I'm a morning, basically choosing the best time of day for myself and I'm most efficient is in the mornings. So yeah, I wake up, I'm very productive. I know everybody ain't like that, but that's how I am. In the evening time, I'm not really a person. I just want to go lay down in the evening time. I don't really want to do much of anything. Especially when I get off work, that is a thing too. I'm already pretty drained, so I'm gonna get off and go do some exercises. So I'm gonna get off and do whatever my other goals I have is going to get done in the morning. More than likely, it's not gonna get done. Okay, not a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep the updates once a week at least minimum, and like I said, I'm gonna be very honest about it and tell you how if I had a bad day. And I also decided to count stretching as a workout, because that's very important. I had learned because I have been pretty um, fit person overall. Like, I've had obviously my ups and downs, but overall I've kind of been into fitness most of my life. Like, I like doing different things, mostly like lifting weights, walking, jogging. Well, I should just say cross country. Um, and then also I've been getting into CrossFit, so that's the thing too. But yeah, I just know stretching is very important, because when you catch a cramp, it's real. Okay, it is real, and it takes more than a day to get rid of it. Like, it takes a minute to get rid of it, that's for sure. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep everything pretty honest. That's my whole point of this channel, is to pretty much be honest about everything. Even when I do different things, I learn new things. Actually, I got a few little things I just new hobbies that I just picked it up, right? That I want to do, and I'll let you guys know what it is soon. But yeah, I'm trying to get myself to a point where I'm keeping myself going forward, right? That's my whole goal with life in general, is to go forward, not backwards, and not stand still. Because I have seen so much of that, and I have told myself that's not who I want to be. No, that I don't know. To each his own, right? I'm not judging anybody for what they want to do. I'm just telling you, for me, it's not for me. Okay, it's not. And if anybody asks me what that says back there, it says Mimi's Gym Lifestyle. But I spelled it like JMIMS, which stands for Just Make It Make Sense. Okay. I had that thing about acronyms. So I decided to basically do a play on words with the acronym. So that's what I came up with, though. I think it's pretty cool. But that was pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie. This little background back here was pretty difficult to do. Anybody say anything about graffiti is easy, because I really thought I really underestimated graffiti. It is so hard. I respect those people that do graffiti. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why people use their talent and wasting on the train. That is a genuine talent in graffiti. Okay, it's a talent, but hey, I guess everybody just don't want to use the talent for what they need to use it for. But anyway, let me start ranting and rambling right now because that's all I'm doing. But I just wanted to introduce you guys to me, and if anybody knows my stats of body type and all that stuff, I can tell you another video. But yeah, my name once again is Marilyn Hicks, or I like to prefer Marilyn Michelle. And welcome to my channel, One Honest Life.